Italian table is complete without pasta, and the Venetian table is no exception. This recipe is a recipe that incorporates a lot of vegetables. It's actually a mushroom ragu recipe, and it contains mushrooms of different varieties, some leek, some peas that are grown locally, some chard, tomato sauce, perfect for a nice vegan meal, something that you can use for your table. And we're going to be featuring the Venetian made pasta. And what's exceptional about this pasta is that if you feel it, it's actually coarse. But what does that mean? Well, when a pasta is smooth, it means it's been over-processed. It's been extruded through a stainless steel machinery, which creates a very smooth finish. The more compressed and processed the pasta is, the more challenging it is to digest. This pasta from My Venice is different. It's coarse because it's been extruded through a bronze die. Bronze was the original machinery that they used to create pasta. And because it's porous, it means that it's loosely compact. That being the case, it's easier to digest. More outstanding is the fact that because of the wheat that's used, it is higher in protein. An outstanding product that I know you'll enjoy. So let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just chop our vegetables. I'm using a little bit of leek. Now I like using leek because it has less gas than an onion. It's a lot lighter, and it also adds a little bit of that green onion flavor. Now mushrooms, you can use whatever mushrooms you like. The mushrooms add that element of earthiness, but it also adds the protein that you need to help you sustain the protein requirements of your body. Just gonna chop those coarsely. So here's a garlic from locally grown, and I'm just gonna chop it up very thin. In a recipe like this, I add a bit more just because it'll be shared by more than one person. Okay, so there I have all my vegetables. I'm gonna add some chard in there as well. Now you notice the colors of this chard. It's a rainbow chard. Again, adding to the nutrition and the wellness of the dish because you have the colors, the beta carotene, and the antioxidants of yellow and red. Now I'm gonna chop the stems in there as well. There's nothing wrong with those stems, I'll tell you. So we're ready to go. Now I'm gonna take my olive oil. I'm gonna take our Venetian olive oil and I'm gonna just put it a little bit. I'm getting a nice saute on the vegetables here. In this dish, you can use any herb you like. Really, ones that are more earthy, like bay leaves or thyme or rosemary. Now I have a fresh rosemary plant. I'm just gonna go snip off a little bit and add it to the dish. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my greens, toss them in there. And the last component I'm gonna add are peas. Now these are local peas grown in our community, and they're sweet. And so they'll add a nice sweetness to the sauce, which will go well with the nuttiness and the earthiness of the mushrooms and the chards. Give it some time to cook together, you know? It's almost like you're introducing a relationship, a friendship, a romance, like the romance of Venice, where you want them to enjoy one another's company. So this way they create this one bond of flavor that will make your mouth excited and give your palate just something amazingly beautiful that comes from the heart of Venice, the heart of Italy. Our last ingredient will be olives. The dry ones are typically the best ones because they will absorb and assimilate into the flavors that you have going on in that frying pan. Now you can use wine at this point here to deglaze the pan. I have a trick that I use. It's spring water, actually mineral water that I use. It creates an airy lightness rather than the sweetness or the dryness of the wine. I'm using a water, again, from the Veneto Friuli region. It's a Dolomio water, one of the best waters on the planet. And last but not least, we're gonna add in our tomato sauce. Now this is a tomato sauce that is already pre-cooked. We call it sugo or conserva, so it just needs a few minutes of cooking. I'm just waiting to add the salt because I want to wait till I'm just about ready to serve so that I can retain some of the minerals that are found in the salt that I use and also add that savory flavor that'll make this dish complete. So now I'm going to test the pasta, because the biggest mistake is overcooking pasta. You have to take it out when it's not completely done, because by the time you take it out of the water, put it in your plate, toss it with the sauce, as I said before, it continues cooking. So by the time you get it to sit down and have it to eat, it'll be overcooked. So you have to take it out at the right time. A beautiful, simple plate of pasta that is made with ingredients that are genuine, wholesome, all based on the beautiful plates of Venice. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt on top, and then finish it off with a little bit of a beautiful Venetian olive oil. And there you have it. Remember, have fun in the kitchen. Create things that your family will enjoy, and be imaginative. Use the inspiration of the beautiful city of Venice to help you create foods that are simple, create foods that taste great, and inspire wellness. As always, there's only one Venice, and that's My Venice. And I hope you enjoyed these recipes using the products from My Venice. Buon appetito and good health to you. And I'm gonna eat. Mangiamo.